Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Shahi Works. Today in this session we are gonna work with a real-time example of using SQL commands where I have included DDL, DML commands of create, insert, select, update and drop. Let's get started. So first I'm creating a database. So create database name as organization. As soon as I enter and I have to execute it, if you execute it you can able to see command was successful. Also you can able to refresh that arrow button and now you can able to see database. You have to expand it, that minus symbol. Now you can able to see your database have been created as organization. So you have to highlight this and execute, or normally also you can execute. Next I'm gonna create a table. For this create table name, my table name is as I'm gonna name it as employee. So the syntax would be create table name. In open bracket you have to enter your name of your table and data type. With your data type you have to write the title. So first of all I'm giving the table as id. So I'm leaving some space and starting with id. Here id would be starting with an integer. So also I'm making it as I want it as primary key, so I am adding primary key and comma. Next I'm gonna add name. Here name, the data type is marker. I'm giving its value as 50. Next comma, next, sorry, I accidentally I have typed it as 5000. Now 50, I will be making a change. Next I will be entering the salary. Here the salary you will be receiving will be in the form of decimal. So here the decimal value will be of in the square bracket. You have to update it. Here my salary value will be of 10 point, sorry, 10 comma 2 comma, that is comma, and you have to close your bracket. After this you have to close your bracket, and next colon, semicolon should be given. So you have to highlight only your table syntax and execute it. Now you can able to see my command has been successful. And to expand your table you can able to see your database, sorry, your table name have been created. You can also check it by you doing expanding option. Also now I want to insert my values. So for this I'm using, so keep in mind that before inserting your values you want to know whether your table is created or not. For that you have to write it as select id, name and salary, which was the title which you have given in the table name. So that from employee, which is the table I have given. So after writing this you have to highlight only this and you have to execute it. If you execute it you can able to get your output as the table which you have created. So I am highlighting and executing. So now you can able to see my table title as id, name and salary. Here I got only the titles. Now I didn't get any value, so that I have to insert value. So that I'm using insert into my table name, and my table name is employee. So I'm writing it as insert into employee. In open bracket I have to give the title names, id, name, salary. That's it. And next, in next line you have to type it as value. Click enter so that it will go to the next line. Here I'll be typing values. So the values will be of, you have to enter your answers for the title. So I'm gonna open a bracket. Here for id I'm giving the value as 1 comma name should start with an single quotation. So I have to enter my name, which is the worker characters. I have to enter only it is as a quotation. So I'm giving it as some name. Here I'm giving the name as Anna, and I'm closing the bracket, and don't forget to give a comma. Next I have to enter the salary. My salary will be of 3400 something point zero. I'm closing the value. This next also I'm entering the another value. Here id as 2 comma, and I'm opening a quotation. In that I'm typing another name. Here I'm starting with a B name. You can also start with any type of alphabetic you want, in whichever order you want. Bala. And next I'm giving the value as 5020.5. So I'm closing this bracket. After this, what you have to do is, now you have to select, and at last don't forget to give a semicolon. You have to select only these cells and you have to execute it. Now you can able to see one row is affected, since because you have to start selecting from your select id name. From the title you have to select, so that I'm selecting, your highlight should be off from select condition. So I'm selecting from select id name, your title of your page, and I'm executing it. Or else you can able to select only your id name. Select, for viewing your table you have to click on select id name salary from table. That will help you to view your table. Now you can able to see that my values have been inserted into table. This is how you will be able to create a table and insert a value into it easily. Also, if you, next one is, first we have saw the create command, second we have saw the insert command, next we have select, next insert. Now we are gonna see update command. For this also I'm writing update. Here if you want to add any changes or modify the table, you can use update. Here I'm gonna retrieve my table, so I'm giving it a select start from employee. So if I highlight this will help me to show the table. Always use the select statement for previewing your table. So if I click and execute, you can able to see your table format. After this I'm gonna update. Now update command. So I'm gonna update your table name employee. Always use where condition and update form. It is necessary to use a where condition and update. Always keep it in mind as where, for a update. So where id is equal to 1, and I have to set a condition, right? For that I'm giving set salary. Here I have given the salary for id 1 as something starting in 3000 value, so I'm gonna modify it as 4500. So you have to select only these command and you have to execute it. If you execute, you can find that one row affected. So what you have to do is, after executing that, you have to select your select cell and you have to highlight and execute. Now you can able to see that your salary count has been modified. It's updated as 4500. Before I have given it as 3400 for id1. Here now I have updated it as 4500, and also I can able to see the changes are being made for Anna. So this is how you will be able to updating your table. Also you can able to alter, modify whatever you want, you can do it easily. The only thing you have to keep in mind is you have to know the uses of each command, what it will be doing. So next I wanna delete a table, so I'm gonna use a delete command. Delete, here I'm gonna choose delete from table name. So my table name is employee, so I'm giving it as employee. So you have to highlight it and you have to execute it. So for delete also I'm using where condition, where id is equal to 2. Here I want only the second row to get deleted, so I'm using the condition as true. So one row is affected, since because I have not selected the select statement. Now you can able to see that the second id has been deleted. So this is how you will be able to delete. I hope also you understood what is the use of delete and where command. Also you can also able to use drop, truncate, whatever you want. So in this video we have saw first create commands of create, select, insert, update and delete. First we have created a database, and then we have created a table. In that we have insert a value and retrieve select. We have used a select command to retrieve it, and at last we have updated your table modifying details, and at last we have used the drop command to delete. Thank you for your attention till now. I hope you all understood about and how to use your basic commands in SQL. Also, if you found this useful, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more contents. Thank you.